Hi, everybody. Alan Robson with you. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We got 3 stories all set in about 3 miles. We're going to do that 3 mile tonight. But before we start, we want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you who last week you gave us a load of constructive criticism. And I must say it was fantastic. So thank you very much for that. We have listened and we've taken it on board and we will continue to. So please keep telling us everything we need to know because these whole trips are for you. Now, before we start, going to introduce you to the team. My name is Alan Robson. For those of you that don't know and have never come across me before, for the past 40 years, I've worked in radio, television, and writing books. And we've traveled the world looking for strange, weird, odd, peculiar. And at first, I didn't believe in ghosts. Then I saw something, and I've been searching for them ever since. Going to introduce Kenny, if you would like to come in. We keep our social distance. That's Kenny. Say hi.
Hi.
Now, Kenny is somebody who's traveled with me all over the place. You've got a flashing light as well there, Tony. I don't know whether you've noticed. Kenny has worked in radio for most of his life, and he's been lucky enough to get away when we've been blessed with trips, including a few that we've already told a few stories about with our supporters group. So if you want to support, please go to the green button, press subscribe, and make sure that you share this stream with as many people as you possibly can. And that will help us out big style, and we'll get to be bigger, stronger, and we'll be able to look after you guys better. But 3 amazing stories, and this is it. We'll put our torches on to show you long, dark trails and an incredible tale. So I think the best thing that we can do, I tell you, we haven't introduced the man behind the camera. So is any way that I can just swing that around?
Hello.
That's Tony.
I'm just changing the battery. What a time to go on the light.
It's weird already. It's taken the
Yeah,
away.
it was
fine.
new battery as well. 1 second.
So yeah, that's my lovely Converse. There you go. Incidentally, all of the gear that we use, we put new batteries in everything. We charged everything up. There's no reason why that light should have gone, and yet I saw it flickering when we were talking first, and it's
just gone.
Unbelievable. It just popped out. But when we go to places like this, we have had in times before, it sucks all of the energy out. So
we did it in Sunderland. Remember, we went to the grotto, opened the door, and
Spotty's Cave.
Yeah. As soon as we opened the door,
Spotty's Cave in Sunderland, and whoa, that's it. Whoa, that's it. That's a bright one. So it goes to show it sucked some power.
Whatever it was.
As well. That's wild. Right. So are we ready to proceed? Thing is, we need the story, and the story is something that I bet a lot of you didn't know. First of all, the place where we are, we can't tell you till the very, very end of the show because we don't want people paddling down to see us. Not because we are antisocial, just under the present conditions, we're erring on the side of absolute caution. And obviously, we respect the places that we go to. We don't wish to cause anybody any problems. So if you just stay where you are. But a little bit earlier on, you want to knock that up the main beam as well.
I think so.
I reckon so. And we'll, there you go. Oh, that was interesting. We got right at the end.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Right at the end of the path. Just a little darkness that moved across. We're on something that a lot of you will not know about. Right in the middle of a small town on Tyneside, a town that's got 4,500 people living there. That's all. There used to be a leper hospice, a leper hospital. 1315 was the year. It lasted for about 142 years. Now, hang on. Down here.
Yeah, it's something.
You saw something moving just down there. Listen.
Heard it?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What was it?
I don't know.
It was like a whoa.
Look, the moon's even clouded over now.
They're doing that.
It
Oh,
sounded like-
did you hear that noise though?
I know it sounds straight. It sounded like a cow. It can't be, but it was like that kind of low.
It's the ghost
Don't,
cow of
don't,
Tyneside.
Don't.
Come on, careful! You got to
Oh.
watch those. This is like it's all
Yeah.
thorny, so you got to keep to the path, as they used to say. But we've got our first noise, and that's early doors. Now, told you that's a motorbike. Told because we are really close to roads and people's houses. It's surprising how close we are. Hang on, let me just turn mine off. The leper hospice was built right next to a medieval chapel. Now you got to remember, we're talking 1300s. Now the people in the chapel hated the leper hospice because they considered anybody that had leprosy as unclean, therefore cursed by God. Now, usually, if someone's ill, the church would try and help them and try and heal their wounds, even if a lot of the things that they did to them kind of worked against it, but at least they tried. But they wouldn't even try with the lepers. And because the hospice was so close to the chapel, the lepers had to stay indoors. And there's two types of leprosy. One, you can't catch off somebody easily. And the other type, tuberculoid, you can. But this is what you have to do to catch leprosy. You have to touch their nasal oozings, and these are bloody nasty oozings, or put your hand into one of their open sores and swallow some of it. Now, you're not going to do that. Do you know what the only third way of capturing leprosy is? And I'm not making this up. Lick an armadillo. Now, I've had many a drunken night on Tyneside, but I've never quite got to the point where I've said, hey, when I get out of here, gotta lick an armadillo. But that's absolutely true. But what they ended up doing, and I mean, this is a dark place. It's haunted 3 times, 3 incredible stories. We are on something called the Leper Trail, the Leper Path, actually. And the reason that people called this the Leper, it's a path now that people use for walking the dog and stuff. And, you know, people are free to do that. And it's near lots of attractions and other things. And yet, it was this road that ordinary people back in the 1300s wouldn't walk. They wouldn't come here because they thought that's where the lepers go. And the lepers had to walk. If they wanted to be outside, they had to hood up and they had to walk covered up because they didn't want people to see what they considered their shame. It's no shame, really. It's something they couldn't help. Bless them. We've got a charity called Leper at the present moment that do great work with places around the world where leprosy still is, and they're trying to get rid of it altogether, and I hope they do. But people didn't want to walk along the leper path because they thought, oh, if I touch a tree that a leper's touched, I'm going to suffer all those problems with open wounds and pieces of your finger dying off and falling off. And apparently, when things literally fell off people, pieces of face, a nose, and ear, sometimes the whole face, and you can just see skull. It didn't hurt, they say, because the rest of the skin was dead. So I can understand people not wanting to be anywhere near where the lepers walk. But this is the leper path. Let us go up and see what we can find. And if we can, certainly if we can get anywhere near any sound, we're also going to try our necromancer. We got a few other gadgets. We listened very carefully last week to what you said. And please don't forget, please, look, even the wood looks like it's been kind of designed to freak you out. Look at that. Look at that. Just tangled wood. Just makes it look like it was kind of made to just look spooky. Oh, hang on. Getting some movement just up ahead. You see what I'm saying? Over there. It's like a gate just ahead. Yeah. Just behind the gate, there's some movement.
Feeling again. Watch the.
Careful, watch the edge. Oh, blimey. Yeah. Whoa. So more about these lepers. They had to walk along the path to get exercise. The only exercise they were likely to get was
it this way? I think it's this way.
we think it's this way. Let's hope so.
It looked different in the light.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
this is it. This is it.
Now we got it.
Watch the steps.
Yeah, it's very steep down here too. Those of you at home, just keep your eyes open for stuff moving about, because I'm seeing stuff here. And I'm saying the darkness just seems to be absolutely. Look at that. Ow. I'm coming. Yeah, I know there's. Hang on, we're just getting some noise over to the right-hand side.
Watch it steep.
I get that. That's just. I don't know how. That's just. Fell forward. Look at that, my goodness. That is scary down there.
There's a river down there.
What? There's a river.
Yeah, there's a river. There's a bottom.
Well, when the lepers used to come out and have a walk, as I say, they wore black hoods. It must have been a scary, scary thing. Watch your head as well, Ken, but don't go off the side.
No.
Look at this. It's amazing. It is incredible. Now, the thing is, we're giving away a pair of these, just to let you have a look. They're Reflect Mini JBL Harman active noise cancelling Bluetooth speakers. Now, I've got a little bit of blurb about them. They're a pair of Reflect Mini NC wireless headphones. All you need to do is share this video on Facebook, and you can share it all the way up until Sunday. Everybody that shares gets entered into a competition. We will use an automatic number generator to pick the winning sharer. Yeah, moving during lockdown is vital for your mind, your body, your soul, and it is scientifically proven that listening to music during a workout does help you perform better. So with this in mind, JBL have launched their latest sports in-ear headphones, the JBL Reflect Mini NC. So if you want them, all you got to do is just share this post and make sure all your friends share it too. And then there's more chance that you or a member of your family or one of your friends will manage to win those lovely headphones. So, and if you keep sharing, then we get some more headphones and you can win them as well. So
check out the website, jbl.com.
jbl.com is their website. That's a good idea. Thank you, Tom. Right, let's get to the game, for heaven's sake. There's some noise up ahead. Are you hearing it? I'm hearing stuff up ahead.
Goosebumps have started again.
Yeah.
There's a fallen tree.
But the story about the lepers isn't just that they walked up here, you know. That's the thing. Let me just quickly get ahead. The lepers. Oh, I'm not running.
Yeah, no, don't fall over that.
No, but the. Oh wow. No, the lepers came along this path to get to the only area that the laird of the territory at the time allowed them to walk on. And it had to be away from people. On the other side of the river is where, like, look at down, look, blimey, look down there. Other side of the river was where ordinary, decent people apparently could walk. And across here, this was the path that the cursed walked along. Now, the lepers were just ordinary, decent, nice They just had a health issue. You know, that's all it was. And yet they were labelled for being... I'm seeing movement overhead.
Movement and noise. So look at it. There's a fair bit of it. When you look through the trees, you see all kinds of stuff happening.
But these poor lepers, they come across here, and the laird had a bailiff who hated the fact that they came across one of his fields next to one of the hunting lodges. And he always swore that if any of them came anywhere near the hunting lodge, he would do for them. And one leper, bless him, one day just got lost from the other group, and he found himself at the hunting lodge. He walked past one of the windows, and the story was that he was staring in this horrific leper was staring in the windows. It didn't need to. Oh, hang on. Whoa!
Whoa, see that?
Look.
Yeah.
Something black's just ran straight across, and not kind of boy-shaped. Just ran across, just up there. Wow. Right up ahead, straight up ahead.
I don't really want to go. No, it's not. No, it's cold, isn't it? It's really one cold.
Absolutely. So anyway, the bailiff was looking for an excuse to hurt the lepers, but the thing is, he couldn't lay a hand on them because he thought if he laid a hand on them, well then. Oh, you're getting that as well. It's almost like something was looking at you from up there.
Oh, I'm there.
I heard something over here. Could have been. I always think could be wildlife.
Oh,
Did you hear that? What?
I heard
Just splash in the water.
there was
Did you hear
some.
that?
I heard a bit of a bang down there. No, there was a splash in the river.
Oh, because the river's a long way down. Look.
Not so far down.
So anyway, this bailiff. Let's get just the story. Why is this particular leper path haunted? Okay, lepers walked up here. They were dressed like. Did you hear hit?
Yeah.
Just
straight away there.
There was almost a hiss. Did you hear the hiss?
It was like a figure.
Oh, I know. But it was. If the figure was careful, because that's real edgy. If that was a figure, it was about 20
Just
feet
there,
that way,
yeah.
which means it was off the ground.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Crazy. It was like just a flash of a
But it just kind of went.
orangey.
Yeah. But I heard the hiss first, and I looked to the left. Wow.
Feels like it's being followed as well, you know. It does. It's black. It feels like it's being followed.
Whoa. So why is it holding
What's your breath like? Are you all right? Breathing?
Yeah, I'm not out of puff, and I'm prone to that, so it's all better. But so why? Why is this place haunted? The bailiff got a hold of this leper, and because he couldn't touch him and apprehend him and take him away, what he did was he got all of his friends to come out, get hold of staves and lumps of wood, and they beat the poor lad to death. And then, while he was dying on the ground, bleeding, and they were trying to keep away from bodily fluids for obvious reasons, they covered him with pitch and set him on fire. And that was at the hunting lodge, which essentially back then was on the other side of the river. And ever since, that leper spirit is supposed to have haunted the leper path. And I agree with you. I do feel like there's somebody following.
Yeah. It feels like that.
It really does. Hang on a second. I'm getting something again. I'm getting something just up ahead. I'm just get in front of Tony because or just at level with Tony because I'm just seeing his shadow.
Keep seeing my shadows in a lot.
Absolutely.
I keep seeing movement there.
I see movement too. That's
There,
ridiculous.
to the right. Did you see that?
I saw something just moving to the right.
It was like a black
Yeah,
shadow.
absolutely.
Just went like from left to right. It just
Yeah, I
like,
saw it. Hopefully somebody at
There's
home
another
caught it as well.
oh my god.
So we know that at least one leper died. What makes it worse is, according to the legend, there's two sides to the legend. The first side of the legend says that it's just this guy died. His wife was also a leper because families tended to infect one another if they're, loving, kissing, touching open wounds and sores and stuff. This woman went to the hunting lodge with one of the organizers of the hospice to say, "Where's my husband?" She found on the ground a bloody patch next to a bonfire, and in the bonfire she saw some clothes that she knew belonged to her husband. So she cursed the hunting lodge. Now, whether you believe in curses or not doesn't change what actually happened. The laird and his wife and his 3 children became lepers and ended up at the hospice.
There's orbs flashing in front of you.
Really?
I just saw a few on screen.
Oh,
Listen,
no.
listen.
Oh God.
Sorry.
We're hearing voices now. Voices behind. So anyway, she cursed the family, and the family ended up becoming lepers. Some say that the woman that cooked for the laird was the mother of a leper. And she actually allowed lepers to blow their noses, and she would collect it and put it in their food to guarantee that they paid for the leper that they murdered, who was a friend of theirs.
Oh,
What was that?
I don't know what that was, but it's.
it's further up there, wasn't it?
What was it? What happened? What did you feel?
I just felt like a crunching noise, but that's so steep. No one can be up there.
No. Well, there's obviously something.
Sheep.
God, it's freaky. Watch
Oh, what's that edge?
Watch the edge.
Yeah. Well, mind you, we're talking.
I'm on
talking
edge
YouTube
here.
Gold.
I'm on edge here.
I don't really want to go any further, you know.
That's the route we have to.
I feel angsty. I do have like a kind of a
Yeah, it's like on your chest, tight, isn't it?
So anyway, just to get to the end of the leper story, the family ended up dying of leprosy ultimately, and people stopped using the leper trail. And because of the curse and the fact that the laird caught leprosy, he stopped anybody traveling along the leper trail, which is on this side of the river. And for those people that come to this place during the day, and I'll tell you at the end where we are, and you'll love to come. We also have some video of part of tonight's trip where we've already caught ghosts on film during the day. Can you believe it? So we'll share that with you. We've got a gallery as well on robsonsworld.com if you fancy going over there. We're doing a massive refurb. Within a week to a fortnight, it's going to be stunning. So keep sharing this. Oh, jeepers. Did you just touch me there?
I heard something.
Tony was right behind me. So at first I thought maybe you just actually walked into me, but then I turned around and Tony was about a foot behind me. Come on. Now, when we get a little bit further along, ideally away from an edge like that, what I'm going to do is we're going to use the necromancer to have a conversation with anything or anyone that's floating about here. Do you think that would be a good idea?
No.
Sure. You can see the light, you can see where we're all holding torches, so we're trying to give you as much light as possible. I heard it.
Heard that there?
I heard a clunk.
That was down
This
there.
is impossible though.
That
What
was
the
down-
hell?
That was down there.
It's so what's down? What could be down there?
No idea.
I mean, I understand there's going to be some wildlife kicking around.
No.
I can understand people feeling angsty up here, mind. You feel a bit fluttery.
Yes, definitely.
That's the thing. I know.
It, 'cause, 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 'cause,
What's the edge? Kenny?
Someone in chat heard a groan. That's 2 people now.
Yeah. This is like, oh, shoot. This is just silly. Hang on. Best thing to do is just stop for a while. Stop level with you, because you see how if Kenny's behind us, we've got this, you can see just our shadows. I want to light that up. Kenny, I'm going to shut mine off. You move forward because you've got the most powerful one.
I'll go first. Why not?
And just stay level with us.
Right.
And let's see what we get. This movement there. Surely, can you see that?
There, man. You can see it.
Well, hang on. Whoa. Look, something moving. Look. Look.
Oh my god.
Do you see it?
God.
Saw something.
Something just moved up across the tree line.
Hang on. Hard lad from Dunstan. I can take this.
Don't fall over the edge, because that would be just video gold right there. Who are we going to sacrifice?
It's going to happen, you know. You can see it. There's a pressure. It's not. I don't know if you can feel this pressure all the time.
Yeah, there's you just feel that something's happened here. You can tell that. And yet, that's not the only death that's been here either. There's another famous death. Somebody took the life of his wife up here. Let's get a little bit further down, and we'll have our first conversation with the necromancy. Do a little bit of that.
Watch. Oh God. It's a twig.
I'm scared now. And I'm not normal. I don't know. Go on, look at that drop there, man.
If you were a bit freaked about heights,
look at that.
that is that's a long. I think you see the river clearly down there, Tony. Oh. Hang on. Over there.
There, again.
Can you hear voices as well?
You can hear all kinds of stuff going on.
Hopefully our voices are a little bit clear this time around as well with our new mics. This is ridiculous.
There's a seat if you want to try the necromancy.
Oh, a city seat. We'll have a city seat, all right. That's no issue. We'll share that, no problem. Ooh. What was that?
That was something falling from above.
From behind. It's nice with the moon just lighting up there as well. I mean, that
Yeah,
really
but I mean,
helps, doesn't it?
something fell
Must have
from
been-
above. Would it hit you? What's the chances of
Possibly a
or
twig.
something?
Possibly.
Did you know what? Was it definitely something?
Well, what's down there? There's only.
But that's not gonna. You're not gonna feel that. That's just all lightweight stuff. So what did it feel like? Did it feel
Just-
like
I don't know. It felt like
somebody touching you?
yeah, it's just as if you'd walk past us and.
I was well behind you. Right, let's sit down and this is the time we had a conversation with the necromancer. This is simply a gadget that allows you to open the energies and hopefully they'll come through. I checked my EMF meter a little bit earlier and it was ridiculously high. So let's see what it is now. Look at this. It's going crazy. Look at it. Look what look at it. It's going absolutely berserk.
Oh my god.
Look at it. It's spinning. Now before it settled and it was literally 0, 000. Look at it now. This we've got to talk. I'm going to switch that off just for now to save its batteries. Hang on. Right, we've got to do this now because that's going crazy. Just heard a voice, just heard, like almost like a growl.
Just there.
Let's see whether this.
There's no wolves in here, are there?
Do you think it's bad enough? Hang on.
Are you hearing that, Tony?
I'll come to this side so everyone can hear it.
Hello?
Oh,
Shoot.
whoa.
What the hell?
Did you suffer from leprosy? Did you suffer from leprosy? Oh, yes. Are you a leper? Are you a leper? Did you walk here? Night. You walked here at night? No. Did you dress like monks? Yes.
I thought that said Alan.
I heard Alan as well.
Very sorry.
Did you want to speak to me? Talk to me. My name is Alan. Sound like thief. We don't seek to steal from you. We just want your story. You want people to know what you went through, how you suffered. I will wait. Will you talk to us?
Voices.
There's a lot going on in here. You said breakout. Did you break out of the hospice? Yes. Yes. What happened to you? Did they catch you? Did they catch you? Did they catch you? How did it feel for you to be a leper? Pestilent. How did people treat you? How did people treat you? Yeah, there's a woman in there, no question. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? I was getting buried in black.
Yeah.
Where were you buried? Because you were not allowed to be buried in a churchyard. Where were you buried? Whisper that again. Right here. You were buried on the leper path. That makes sense. Careful, Kenny. Were you buried on the leper path? Were you buried here? We were buried here. How did people treat you? How did they make you feel? Wasn't your fault. You're looking worn. Are you all right?
I'm all right. It's a bit
Wobbly.
yeah.
Tell me, how did it feel to be a leper? How did people treat you back then? How did they treat you? Speak to me. Who was the girl there? Was it your husband that died? It was. Did she say it was? Was.
That's that hissing noise that we heard before.
It was. Was. Did you poison the food like people say you did? Drink.
Drink. I heard drink.
Drink. You poisoned their drink. Putting nasal fluid into it. Yeah. Well, it worked. The lad and his family suffered, and they got to feel what you felt. How badly were you treated? They said you were unclean. No, they said you were unclean. You couldn't help being who you were. You couldn't help it. Oh. That was the nearest to shut the F up that I've ever heard.
Wow.
Can't really blame her. My name's Alan. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I think they've left. Speak to me. No. We'll try again later, maybe.
Well,
Blimey, you cannot say there was a shortage of
no.
any of that.
Oh, wow.
Go on, let's just stop and see what you
Yeah.
get. There's got to be stuff around here somewhere.
There's definitely stuff around here. You can just feel it.
Absolutely.
There's all kinds of figures when you
It
look
just-
here. There's all kinds of things just keep on moving in front of you. I've got a tightness again in my chest.
And there's another story here that we've got to address before we get out of the woods. How much further are these witchy?
There's a little bit further. We haven't really walked very fast.
There's more.
It's what we need to know. Can't believe this.
Oh, look, even the moon, man. Look, the moon's all clouded over and all that. You see it?
Yeah.
It's just all clouded coming through the trees like that. It just adds, makes it even worse, doesn't it? This is awful. This track, like, nah. Nah, I'm not liking this.
There's another story in this forest too about somebody who became very, very famous in the north. Whoa!
What the hell?
Oh God!
That was a scream.
Did you hear that?
That was a
I
scream.
definitely heard that. It was like a woman screaming
A woman screaming. 100%.
or shouting.
And again,
Just stood in there. Hello!
Now it's this way. Now it's this.
this way.
Hello! Did you hear that?
100%.
3 times. What's an owl?
It's an owl.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! It knows we're here anyway, then. It's a night owl. Oh my
Whoa.
word! My heart.
Didn't that sound like a woman?
Yeah, it
Definitely.
did. My heart is gone. That was awful.
And in its way, it was a blessing. Yeah,
Following now, isn't it?
yeah, it's seen we're up to something. Getting a little bit of wood, a little bit of rain.
Need some torches this way.
Sorry,
Just so I kind of see the
sorry.
path.
Is it raining?
I don't know.
What's
Maybe-
that for?
Maybe a little.
Yeah, I think it's not going anywhere. Snowed on us. How weird is that?
Can you catch the snow?
It said 10%. Do you need to cover that?
It's waterproof. This, so just the mics that I've covered with my hand.
Right.
So
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of snow, but we're not going to stop. And incidentally, for those that are in the supporters group, and don't forget you can become a supporter just by pressing the green button. We're going to be, provided the rain stays off, we'll be doing a spell later on because one of the supporters has a family member who's particularly ill at present. We're going to carry out a ritual to try and help them. So if you are up for that, that will be after the main show. It's raining quite heavily now. Even though we're under a fair bit of trees, we're not going to stop. Right, let's keep moving a little bit because we're not quite at the place yet because it's at the end of this trail. Well, not quite at the end of the trail, but it's along here where it's said that somebody very, very famous who, careful,
watch the.
who became infamous. Somebody became quite infamous. His name was Stony Bowes. His name Robinson Bowes. Not from the Bowes Museum or anything like that. This guy, if you want to look him up, Stony Bowes his name was. He became MP for Newcastle. He was also High Sheriff of Durham, even though he was born in Tipperary in Ireland. And he was the ultimate social climber. He married a woman called Hannah, hoping that she was the best he could possibly do, you know, so that he could continue his social rise. And they didn't work out for him. He became a brute, started brutalizing the woman. And then a countess started to say that
Just getting our shadows. Off, Henry.
shadows
Yeah.
as well.
It's just our
getting
shadows.
off your torch.
well, hang on,
Yeah.
get level and just look ahead. Look. Did you see that dark shadow right at
Just
the end?
moved. Yeah.
Absolutely, right
Just
at the end.
moved.
Right at the end,
Yeah.
100%.
It looks like there's actually still one there.
Absolutely.
What the hell was that?
Did you hear a clunk?
Just to the right.
Just to the right.
I thought you said this would be good.
Didn't expect the ring. I'm just doing that to wait. Hang on.
There's the water.
Jeez, it's got that's like someone sitting in the water, doesn't it?
Where?
That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
just
I'm
there,
seeing
look.
it. I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Looks like a ghostly thing just sitting in the water when you say, but it's not. Is it?
No, it's a
It's a tree, isn't it?
I think it's a tree. Hope it's a tree. But no, Stony Bowes. So he ended up trying to divorce his wife, but his wife wouldn't go for it. She said, "Oh, I love you. I'm not going to ever let you go." So Stony Bowes came out with her into this wood, and a terrible accident befell her with a huge lump of wood that split her head, and she died. And it's believed, most people believe that It was whoa, 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 whoa. Missed.
And a white thing.
Missed
yeah.
in a white
Right
thing,
on that
right
path,
on the path. Got it.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Can you see it?
yeah. You must get that, Tony.
Can you see
Yeah,
that?
I can see something.
It's definitely happening. Mist. We got some mist last time we were out. We didn't get anything that vivid.
The river now as well, haven't we?
Oh, look at
I
that.
need.
Look at that.
I can't see here.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Look down, Tony.
Sorry.
Look down.
What's that edge, please? What's the edge?
Amazing. These torches are incredible. I hope everybody at home is able to see just how creepy this damn
This
place
dip
is.
could be where the signal goes a bit.
Coming up to where that
'Cause
mist
we're in a
is,
dip.
though.
Yeah, I know this is where the mist absolutely was. Got to be a bit careful. Absolutely got to be a bit careful. Careful.
You see, I might see my shadow, so I'm waiting for you.
Right. Gotcha. Whoa! I just saw that. Did you see
See
it?
something through the air. There was
Some-
something in the air.
Yeah, but it came straight. Look, the tree's moving at the top. You see it?
God, yeah. Yeah.
How weird is that? I've never, whenever I've been in any of these, lumps of wood have never just fallen.
No. What's moving though? How are they moving? It's not even windy.
There's no wind at all.
So how are they moving like that?
Look at that, but it's only one moving.
Yeah, they're not. The rest aren't. It's just that one.
Just that one.
How the hell is that happening?
Weird.
I don't like this. I'm not liking this.
This is cool. It's cool in its way. How are you feeling? Are you getting any?
Me, there's all kinds of. Honestly, there's goosebumps everywhere. I'm just feeling.
You were feeling a bit iffy as well,
I
Joe.
can't breathe.
This is where the signal goes dodgy. We're in a ditch. We need to
Right, let's get up.
get up.
Oh, look, we're right down the bottom. I see. We're actually down at the
Oh, here it is.
at the water's edge. Let's get up and out. Are we holding the signal?
Yeah, yeah, we're all good.
So anyway, let me tell you about this Stony geezer. Stony Bowes, he murdered his wife Hannah. I'm going to try and reach Hannah next time we stop with a necromancer in about 5-10 minutes time. But he murdered her, and then he started getting friendly with the countess, who was known as the lonely countess because she ended up hating the man she was married to and wanted a divorce. So eventually he took all of her money and sent her and her daughter to Paris in exile. And when they came back, he started brutalizing her and trying to go for a divorce again. Oh, hang on. Oh, come on. Look,
Yeah.
figure right at the end. White
I know,
figure.
yeah.
White figure right at the end.
Got it.
And it's moving just a little bit. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Are you making it out, Tony?
I think so. It's on the screen. I'm looking.
God, I'm not. I don't want to go there.
Come on, let's go.
No. Really?
Gotta be done. It's what we're here for. Hang on. Nice to the right.
You just keep hearing
Crunchy nice to the right.
there's constant noises and there's. Figure gone?
Shoot.
Where's that figure gone?
Back figures. Not there. Where did it go? Just heard a click. Major crunchy noise to the left. Whoa! Did you hear that?
I heard a.
Did you hear that? Look, look, look.
That's
Look,
the
there's
water.
ripples.
That's
Look,
the water. Yeah.
ripples. Oh, there's another tree thing. Could that have fallen? It's just, you don't see stuff falling from trees. I mean, how many times have you been out, like jogging or walking the dog, and you see a lump of wood fall from it? You don't. Why would it? I didn't realise we were so low down. Something's made of that. That's ridiculous. We always say discount the vast majority and just stick with what you can't explain. We've already had some interesting conversation with whatever. It's completely disappeared.
It's completely disappeared.
I don't think I've ever known it snow for
Nah, that is just absolutely ridiculous.
3 minutes and then stop.
And then stop.
That's just crazy.
Losing light.
Well, absolutely. Come on, Kenny, we need light overhead. Oh, it's a way up here.
Lots of,
What was that? Was that you, Tony?
lots of twigs down there. We possibly just caught them.
All right. Living in you.
Woods and stuff.
Well, stuff lives in the woods. I don't know
Well,
about people.
Why can they think of any explanation for
Look at this.
what's going on?
I just caught
It's coming through the trees.
just at the far side,
Yeah.
just almost like just moving out from one side to the other. I'm going to turn mine off, Kenny. I'm going to concentrate on yours.
Right. And,
Hang on. Mine's off.
I can actually hear something through there. It's like there's somebody's heavy breathing. You feel that? Lock it away. Really? To your left, Alan.
Yeah. Left.
To your left. Just something there. It's like, is it just heavy breathing? Is it somebody's like struggling to like
Yeah. Ow.
keep it careful, just careful? Well,
That was just a.
could be somebody in here, could there? Look, it keeps it there.
It's almost like somebody's just sticking a head out from me. Just watch your feet. Let's move up. Ken, get down past the past the space. For it. Light up Tony's path for it. Right. So what happened with Stony Bows?
Just need to come near the mic a bit more.
Oh, sorry. Ah. Right. You got to go hunting for these things. So Stony Bows, yeah, trying to disentangle himself from the Countess, who he'd already robbed of the equivalent of millions back in the day. Oh, hang on.
This is where we go down.
Right now, oh, really?
Yeah, just down here.
Right.
We just need the light.
Gotcha. So hang on, before we leave this, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear
I
that?
heard well, I've got my hood up, but
Like
I heard
a hiss?
Yes, a hiss. People have been saying in the chat that they've been hearing hisses.
Because you see, if a leper loses parts of its mouth and noses were commonly lost, what not What noise do you make? You make it like a hissy noise, I guess. Don't know whether that's what it is, but it's kind of an answer. So the Bose story. Let's just wrap up the Bose story. The Countess decided, with help from some of the servants, that she had to get out. And Bose used to take chambermaids into their bedroom and rape them when she watched him. He was a swine of the worst order. So when she wouldn't divorce him, eventually she managed to escape. And she was about to prosecute him in court when he had her abducted by some of his thugs, who then threatened to rape and murder her if she didn't keep her mouth shut. Eventually, Stoney Bose was arrested and he was executed and died in, or should I say, he was due to be executed, but he died in prison. And I think it was called Lord's Bench Prison in Southwark in London. And Hannah's ghost is said to be around here. Before we cross over, it's right here. So I think what we should do, I've just noticed that one of my little things that was holding this together has completely snapped off. Don't know whether you can see that. It's completely snapped off. And look, it's starting to snow again.
It is. I was just going to
Is
say
that what
there.
it was?
I'm hoping it's snow.
Right.
I hope it's not skin.
I never thought of that.
I just thought there when the bits of it coming down. I'm like, what? No.
No. Right. Come on then. Let's just give it a chance to. It's Hannah I want to talk to. Is Hannah there? Yes, Hannah. She says, she said Hannah. Yes, a woman, Hannah. Is she there? Hannah, who died here. Hannah, yes, she said Hannah again.
Wow.
Is Hannah here? Yes.
Yes.
Why did you marry Stoney?
Oh God.
Why did you marry Stoney Bose? I heard the male voice say evil in the beginning of that. Is that Stoney? Is your name Stoney? Stoney Bose. That's ridiculous. Hannah, why did you marry this beast? Was he nice when you met him? Why did you stay with him? It's hissing again. You've seen that?
It's snowing. Look.
Is it snow?
Is that snow? Look at it. Look at that.
It's minimal, isn't it?
It's like snow, isn't it?
I would hate to think it's skin, but it feels kind of wet. Hannah? What?
What?
Hannah, why did you marry Stoney? Why did you marry Stoney? Hannah? Did you have to escape from him? How did he kill you? Dead. I know dead, obviously. How did he kill you? How did he kill you? Right here. He killed you here. Why? How did he do it? How did he do it?
Thumping? Maybe?
It could have been thumping. Did he hit you with something, Hannah? Did he? Something. Yeah, what is that?
I don't know, it's got something red on it.
Did you touch us earlier? You did?
Did.
Why? When you won't talk to us. Talk to us. It's hissing, a lot of hissing. Are you a leper? Are you a leper? Just hear the woman whispering. Are you still scared of him, Hannah? Are you still scared of him, Hannah? Is he there with you? It's almost like an argument, isn't it? You're getting shadows.
All kinds, all the time.
Black shadow moving. Moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hannah, speak to me, Hannah. It's you I wish to talk to. How did he kill you? How did he kill you? I know you know. Did you know he was going to harm you? Did you know he was going to harm you, Hannah? Just should I say blood? Blood, it's me. Is that you, Stoney? Why would you be here, Stoney? Every time I say Stoney, you respond. Till I said that. Hannah, I hear you in the background, Hannah. Please answer me. Don't want to hear the others. I just want to hear you, Hannah. Yeah, he's saying hello. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you if you're one of the lepers. No? Are you there, Hannah? Hannah? Is Hannah there? Oh, listen to that. Starting to roar.
Really is.
Right. We'll maybe try once more a bit later.
We need to go this way.
Down here. God. Really? Really?
Do you want
lead the way?
Look here.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, everybody, try and
Too many down here.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's hope it is
Yeah, there's a little bit of fence there. And then you're fine.
Some noise. Oh, come on. This is easy. Oh,
What's your
yeah.
what's your foot?
Got it. Thanks, man. Everything's trying to grab you. Right. We're there. So,
Share.
yeah, absolutely. Please make sure you share this feed as many times as you can. And if you do, those people that do share will go in for that amazing headset. And every week there's going to be a prize for people who share. But we need you to share this thing. Share the socks of it. Every single person that you've ever known. If we're going to get soaked and snowed and fall down and I'm going to cut out of nowhere. I don't know. Yeah. The skin just been pulled off. I don't know what did that. Right, now, as you can probably see, we're not a million miles short of railway cars. The third facet of our stories tells about this, a railway line. Now, you've got to make sure you never go anywhere near railway lines. You stay off them. We have checked and we know for sure there's not any kind of trains that come in this direction. They're not working. But this used to be like a shunter's yard. Now, do you remember, for those of you that can, the story. This bulb is flashing again already.
Again, I mean, it's brand new
It's a
batteries.
brand new
It's
battery,
stuck in the
brand new
batteries out.
bulb,
Yeah.
and whatever's here. We've had a lot. But you see how there's like a roll down. It comes downhill.
Yeah.
Well, they call them shunting yards because they just, instead of having to drive a train and use oil and such, and of course fire and coal to drive trains down here, they just used to take them to the top of the hill, push them off, and send them down. Which is why so many people ended up dying and getting killed by trains coming down. It's quite often they'd come down fairly quietly too. So you'd think, well, that's the reason why this place would be haunted. Absolutely. But let me tell you that there's an even sadder story from a station that we will eventually come to along this lane. It's no longer a station, but it was back in the day. And the funny thing is, there's actually two ghosts here. One of them is a fascinating story. People see a disembodied face, like a skull almost, hanging from trees and peeping around corners. And they think it was a plate layer who got killed by a train coming down here in 1879. The plate layer died because they pushed the train down. He was working at the side. The train hit him.
This light's flashing and it's not supposed to flash.
Talk about
It's
It's flashing, I know. I don't understand it. You just put a new bulb in as well.
I know. Oh.
Is it, you know, last time we did one of this, we said that they weren't very bright. Are they both on full bright?
Yeah, they're both on.
Well, that
this
one's practically grey.
Yeah, that's gone. For some reason, brand new batteries and they've gone.
So what we've got to do is make sure we light you up then.
Yes, well, that's the case anyway, yeah.
Right, okay.
They were never that powerful.
I must say, Johnny, do you want to keep a hold of...
I'll go to the side just because obviously the mic's on this side. So
Say again?
the mic's on this side, so I'll just go down this.
Oh,
down
okay.
this,
Fair
yeah.
enough. I'll keep this here for one.
And everyone can hear you.
Yeah, we're just going to stay exactly where we are. So, and just hang on. We could have kicked that up though. That could have just been something that we've kicked up. There's a gutter down there. Oh, hang on. Just I want to make sure I get my dates right, so I'm going to crib. But let's keep walking as best we can. Kenny, can you hold both and I'll just try and go. There you go. Yeah, you go for it. Just keep going. The story about this railway track, it all happened back in 1915. Great Britain was at war and women were thrust into farming and industry, and this would actually lead to a love story against all odds, really. William Clark and his family lived a fairly simple life in a little terrace house in Burnhamfield. He was a miner in his 40s, a job that, let's face it, was a reserved occupation, so he wouldn't be called up. Every day he was going down into the black. A lot of people around that time dying of the black spit. And the one thing in his life was he had a beautiful, beautiful daughter. Her name was Margaret, and she was an absolute stauncher. The problem was he kind of over-obsessed on her. Only child syndrome. So she was the apple of his eye, and he was kind of too obsessed with it. Had to keep her safe, had to keep her secure. And it was along this lane that one of the most tragic love stories of the First World War took place. You know, his wife, who also worked 2 or 3 jobs just to try and get a decent standard of living at a time when people working down the pit were just getting copies. William loved the lass so very, very much, and he said it was worth hacking away in a totally wet seam in a pit near here. He said it was worthwhile as long as she was safe. Boyfriends were taboo. I mean, after all, it was wartime. The streets were flooded with soldiers, members of the Navy, all looking for a good time before they headed off. William Clark was already on full alert, but once in nearby concert, William had took the lass to the shop. And hang on, whoa, something up ahead. Look, just in the distance, beside where the fence is. Do you see the black face?
Yeah.
Black figure.
Right.
Look.
Coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Crossing. That's amazing. I hope somebody got that. Put that on. Can you enhance?
No.
No. Oh, shoot.
Well, hopefully, if people saw it, take a screenshot or
Yeah,
a
please.
video of it, and then we
Watch
can
out for that.
show it.
So anyway, William took his daughter Margaret to the shops, and she bumped into a young soldier, and William exploded, called them all the names, held them up against the wall, really was absolutely sure that she was never going to meet a man, because she was all that William the father had. Little did she know, though, that since the age of 17 she'd been seeing a local lad known as Binksy. She'd known him since they were in infant school together, and they were a genuinely lovely couple. He was sincere, a responsible lad, and in the January before he joined the army, little knowing that he would be entering the bloodiest conflict that the world had ever seen and would massacre his generation. This had seemed to magnify the love they had for one another. And they talked about marriage, but Margaret knew that her dad would never allow it. They used to meet near the railway lines at Burnhamfield, where she walked her dog every evening. So the liaison was never suspected. Yet month after month they'd meet, canoodle, have the odd picnic, fall further in love. Private Binks was the lad's name, Binksy. And he was about to travel to Newcastle, then to a battlefield known as the Somme. Margaret was desperate for him to stay, but he knew that he had to do his duty. The country had already started calling people up. Binksy thought it was the right thing to do, fighting to defend his country and the woman that he loved. Now, she knew he was due to be at this railway station that we're heading towards. I'll tell you the rest of the story up there. But you can see there were so many stories like that of families who, you know, they just wanted to find a little bit of love. Who doesn't? It's the, whoa, just saw something right next to the camera. Oh, it might have been that little piece of paper moving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
It never fails, does it?
It's
just like this.
It never stops. There's always stuff when you if you look enough, you'll find.
Some people couldn't hear some of the story because of the wind.
The wind.
The wind was too much, so
right. Sorry, guys.
Shows you how strong it is.
you might want to repeat it when we get somewhere calm.
Absolutely, we'll
There wasn't
try.
any wind.
Oh, it got up behind before.
It was a little bit. I didn't think it was that severe.
Yeah, it was.
Right, hang on. I'll get the mic a little
Just
bit
go
closer
kids
to my
on
No,
mic.
no, this is
Yeah,
the mic,
kids
but not
voice
the,
there.
they're not.
All
they're
right,
not-
that's it. I got you.
The mic's on this side.
Right, got you. So anyway, the story that we were telling is it's just your standard wartime tale. An overprotective father trying to keep his daughter from meeting a soldier, because the last thing that a father would want is to have the misery of what happened to millions in the First World War, losing a son-in-law or having to put his daughter through all of that. So he tried very hard to keep them apart. But Binksy, a lad she knew from school, had been coming to these tracks, and she'd even got herself a dog just so she had an excuse late of a Sunday evening to come walking her dog along the railway tracks. And these are the very tracks that we're talking about. This story, it all began, and I know a lot of people, where do these stories come from? This was in the Journal newspaper, the original story. And when I found out about it, did a bit of research and found that the story was a lot more than what the newspaper had said, which is usually the case. So bottom line is, Binksy had beaten the father, and for a couple of years they'd been meeting surreptitiously along these tracks and sneaking away to the side. This is long before there was fencing or anything here, and they'd sneak it. Whoa! Something over yonder. Once again, hearing noises to the side. Just some trees, do you know, some trees are just creepier than others. These here are just ugly looking wild trees. So anyway, the story of Binksy's love just grew and grew and grew. And it was weird because this station up ahead became their place. And there's not a station there now. There's the mound where the station used to be. And we'll show you that once we get up here. But it's just really, really sad, I suppose, because everybody likes to think that love conquers all. And yet oh, hang on. I'm seeing...
See two figures there.
In the distance, just to the left, moving left to right, and there was like a darkness that moved.
Yeah. Just like sailed across.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit now.
Yeah,
definitely saw that.
Did you see it?
Just sailed across.
Something just moved from left to right.
I can see it. There it is.
It is, yeah, I see it. It's there. Come on, let's get up to it then.
Really?
It definitely is done.
Yeah.
Let's head back, please.
That's brilliant. I'd love to think that was... I heard a click, and we're on kind of gravel here.
No, but it's to the right.
Crazy. This place is mad. It's got stuff.
It's on a doorstep and I never even...
No, I know. This is the thing. Wherever you look, wherever you scratch the surface, in this part of the world, there's a fascinating story. Let's see if we can find that dark thing up here.
I don't know where we're from it.
That's not what we're here for. We're here to show people what's out here and give them a flavour for it. Whoa! Yeah, I got a slight. Was that a voice?
It looks like a child's voice, and I wouldn't have thought that would be...
There would be kids out this time, I think. I wouldn't think. So anyway, Binksy and his babe, Margaret Clark. Oh! Somebody behind us. Sorry, we've got to...
You keep feeling there's something behind you. Not closer than that, but like here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an amazing feeling where we are of just heard a noise just there.
In the trees.
You're gonna be in the trees, surely you could. Amazing. Oi, 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 oi. I don't know how far we are away from the station. Are we far? Ooh. Woof doesn't
not too far. Woof, not too far away.
Didn't you see as well there's a sort of a prize or a chance for somebody to come and do one of these?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a reward.
Yeah. What we've always said is if you join our supporters, and you can do that by pressing the green button, we already want, whether you're a supporter or not, please share this feed with as many people as you can. We want to do more of these. We want them to be bigger. We want to get more kit, and we want to take you. We want you guys to come with us on our adventures, because we want you to have the experience that we're having. Be open yourself up, allow yourself to feel and see, and then we'll make it happen. But we'll definitely do it. Make sure you share, please. And everybody that shares goes in for that amazing pair of headphones. Oh, hang on a second. I'm feeling edgy here, mind.
We're on an edge, by the way. It goes right down here.
Is it? Let's have a look.
It gets steeper as we go along.
Let's take a look.
I mean, we're at the top of a tree here, look.
Like, it's not scary enough.
Yeah. Let's look down. Oh, healthy. Right. Yeah. Mind you, there's a.
It gets steeper.
It gets steeper.
Yeah.
Right the way down. Let's just be careful along here. So the Binksy story. If anybody's called Binks, if you know somebody that's called Binks that lives in this part of the world, I bet you it's the same family. Bet you. Because they were a big family at the time, mining family. Don't know about you, but my family were miners. My granddad and two of his brothers. My dad was told he had to go down the pit, but he ran away. And what was that?
Something just tripped me up.
That's happening quite a bit. I just put
Can't
down
be.
the
There's no
branch.
here to trip you up.
Nothing there.
Nothing.
I thought it was my lace, but my laces are fastened. Something definitely,
Oh, how's that gotten there?
something tripped me up.
Something tripped you up?
This foot, yeah. You were in front.
Yeah.
Your laces.
Yeah. Oh, well, laces are fastened. I heard it as if my laces were loose. You know that flappy noise?
Yeah.
And when I looked down, both my laces were totally covered. So, oh, hang on. Getting a bit of movement again. Steady now. It is. It's an edgy place, isn't it? I mean, because you've kind of. It's funny because I like to see, I like to hear, and you actually got stomach issues, and you actually start feeling things, didn't you?
Me?
You.
All the
Oh,
time.
well, no, I felt queasy over there. Definitely.
Yeah.
But even when I came around and doing the walk around in the light, it had the same feeling and the same
Oh,
part.
absolutely.
So something's happened there. Oh, that sounds like a train. And if there's
It's
a train, if there's a train,
Hang on.
There's something there to the left.
I heard something. That was a train.
That sounds like a train.
Where?
Did you not hear the train?
I heard a whistle.
It was a train.
That was a train. Well, like a whistle, wasn't
I
it?
hope it's not a train. I mean, apparently there's no trains on this line until the weekend, so we're safe.
No real trains.
Well, yeah, that was definitely.
That would be.
That sounded like a train.
It did.
Hopefully, people heard that.
No, I hope so too.
That was clear as day.
To me. Oh. Look at that.
So that
You see that? I saw that fall. That thing there.
Lots of people heard a train in chat.
You did. Oh, thank heavens for that.
Thought I was going mad.
I know, me too. Just
Are they
please.
trying to hit us or what?
I don't know, but that's
That
just
there.
lumps of wood don't fall. They just don't fall down. That's the thing.
God, they heard stuff.
So anyway, can I get back to Binksy? So if your name's Binks, do let us know. If you know anybody called Binks who lives in the Tyneside kind of Rowlandsgill, Burnupfield area.
I'm paranoid there's going to be a train now.
I'm standing in the middle of the track.
Everyone heard the train.
That was a train. It was a...
Oh, there's nothing coming.
Did you hear a clackety clackety?
Don't.
Honestly, I heard a clackety clackety.
Don't.
We know that people are being killed by trains here. I don't want to die.
Not me.
Wow.
It's like that wheel on a.
Clackety clackety.
Yeah.
Yeah, like almost like you're winding up a roller coaster.
One of them that goes round.
Ow. If there's anybody here, make yourself known. Touch us. Touch us. Touch us.
Definitely not. That's one of the scariest things I've ever had.
Yeah, you got somebody touching your chest.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that because I was actually in a hole at the time.
Yeah.
If you remember, I was in that
Yeah.
thing at Alistair Crowley's
And I just
cemetery.
felt a tap on my shoulder and there was no one there.
Nobody there. Amazing. So anyway, back to Binksy. Sorry to hear. I'm a one-track pony trying to tell this story, but stuff keeps happening. They were very much in love, and he got his papers to go to the, just heard a noise to the left-hand side. He he got his papers to go and join his regiment. They had to travel down to London and then off to Dover. And they were going over to France to serve on the Somme, which was a bloody battlefield and took a lot of... Oh, hang on. Listen to that roar. Sorry, I'm just... I am a bit too.
Just a bit.
Can you just hold that while I... Because my notes are up to date. I think I know the rest of the tale. I don't need that. I'm just putting it back in my rucksack. Bear with me a second. Sorry, guys, to hold you up. I am saddling up. That's cool. Thanks, Kat. Got it. And so, if you let's say, here's the thing, Tony. Let's say you and your beloved, and you are going to go to the war. And you weren't married, or you weren't engaged or anything.
Uh-huh.
You are going to war. Would you get married before you left?
Ooh. I mean, if it was back in the day, probably, because there might be a chance that you wouldn't come back.
Well,
there's a big
huge,
chance.
huge
Yeah,
chance.
yeah.
Absolutely. The odds were like 9-1 against you.
Or just spend the money on a big night out beforehand, because you know that
You
you'll not be married for long.
You are so. You are so 2021.
Yeah.
Back then, it was marriage was a very different thing. Well, this guy Binksy was a good lad, and you can tell he was a good lad because instead of like using her and say wait for me and all of that, Binksy decided that he was gonna say to her, what was that? What the hell was that? What did you get?
I don't know. It's like a moaning or a...
Just there.
Yeah. I heard something, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't make it out.
It's like a moaning or a... Like... It was just a...
Yeah.
There? It's like a...
Yeah.
It's like a cry?
Yeah.
It's like a cry. I'm not going over there.
Climb up.
Well, that's where the drop is. It might
No,
fall
no.
Oh,
apart.
climb up, Tony. Come on.
No.
I'll
Seriously,
be a grizzly
no.
trail if I die on the
No.
first.
Yeah, get up
I'm
there.
not going over there.
No.
Tony, man.
No, it's steep at the other side. You might not...
You don't want to fall
If
down
that loses balance, it might just...
I'm willing to sacrifice you, Tony.
I don't think any of us should go up there.
No, leave it.
Not with something crying beyond it.
Did you hear it? There?
That's getting closer.
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
heard that.
Was that like a girl crying? And again?
It's literally... It's very close. It's getting closer every time it...
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't think we need to go to it. It's coming to us.
Come on, then. Speak to me.
Just there.
Speak to me.
There?
There it is again.
It's crying. Alan, don't go up there.
It could give way.
It's
Don't.
calling me.
Don't there.
Over here. Speak to me. Are we the only ones hearing this?
No, people are hearing something. It's like a cry.
Speak to
Cry.
us. Why are you crying?
There. There.
I hear you crying. Why are you crying? We're here to help you. We're not here to frighten you. It's there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's definitely there. It's getting...
That was it's she's still there. She's there. She's there.
Yeah.
Do you need help? Do you need help?
There. Help. That actually said help.
She said help.
Oh, don't go up there, man. Don't go up there. It's luring you in. Don't. She's talking. Be careful, man.
Come on.
Be careful. What the hell?
It's moving.
Beside me.
It's moving.
It's right here. Speak to me. I've come to you. How can I help you? I'm hearing voices as well.
I know. Watch yourself. You don't want it to push you over.
It's constant now.
Touch me.
Listen,
Here.
it's
Here.
constant.
Right here. Touch me. Touch me. Oh, look, the wind coming up.
Really bad.
You seeing this?
What you get blown over there? Seriously.
Touch me.
Oh my God! That
Jesus.
was right next to you.
It's getting really close.
And again.
Touch me.
Felt that. Yeah.
Like it, almost like cobwebs over my
Yeah. Right.
Touch me.
Everybody can hear that.
Wow.
Everyone
getting
can
it?
hear that.
Yes, people can hear it.
Don't cry. Don't cry. While I'm up here, for some reason the wind's just.
Just started. isn't it?
Yeah, we had no wind.
No.
I know we got some at the top end, but that was it. Great powers help this soul, help this soul. What was that?
It just seems to be getting louder.
Louder and closer. There?
It's right here.
You would think there's
There?
something in front of you.
Right in
It
front.
is. It's within a.
There?
It's within a foot. If you've come to for help, bless this soul that's lost and died under the light. Surround them with the love and respect. Don't be ashamed. Please don't let them cry. Don't let them cry. I'm giving you love here. Surround yourself with light. Surround yourself with love from us. We mean you no harm.
Stop crying.
How about that? Kenny, I'm probably going to come down here very quick.
Come on. Seriously.
Gotcha, man. Thank you. Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, it feels calmer now.
Doesn't it?
All of a sudden, just calm.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Whew. I can breathe again.
I don't know about you, but I always feel like crying.
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah. It was always like after.
Sorry, stupid. Can't imagine anything worse than being alone. Oh,
Horrible.
God, I feel
Horrible.
oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just feels, it almost feels like somebody's took the spout off the kettle.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Oh, I thought that was another train thing. I think it was a car. I hope it was a car in the distance.
it's calmer.
I wonder who she was. Maybe we'll find out when we put the necromancer on it. When we get to the station.
Didn't need it there. It was talking to
No,
her.
I know, absolutely.
That was weird.
It was very young.
Very
It was very young. I hope people will see enough to. Ooh. Feel anxious in my chest now.
Yeah. But calmer than before, dude.
Yeah,
Good thing.
I feel the atmosphere is.
Yeah.
It's all passed on to me.
Yeah. That's all right.
Thanks. It's good to have friends. I wonder when that'll be.
What a night.
So anyway, as we were saying, you see, I'm straight back on track again.
On track.
Literally, the. Sorry, I'm just getting my strap back on for the torch. So we've already established you just have a damn good part. Oh, hang on. Something just went straight past me. I thought it was like a bike. Weirdly, I saw something like a wheel or something. Just
Seriously?
yeah, just just like woof. That was odd. Can't explain that. Didn't feel anything move past me, but it's almost like a wheel. But a lot of people would have just tried to find a woman to take advantage of. But Binksy wasn't like that. Binksy was a decent lad. So he decided he was going to do something that, that Margaret hated, actually. She came up to the station to meet him up here. And are we miles away yet? Or are we?
That's totally knocked off.
You off. You have no idea.
Yeah, but I don't think we're that far, to be fair.
Right, because I want to tell you the story when we're actually there rather than anything. So
I don't think we're that far away.
Let's just try and keep on track.
My heart's still racing a bit.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, God. I saw a flash up above.
Yeah.
I don't know
where it was. It was kind of off to my left because I've got a hat on, so I didn't see it above my brim. We couldn't ask for more stuff than we've had this time, haven't we?
Well, as soon as I pressed live, the torches went dead, so something happened.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, please, if you can, make sure you share. Anybody you know, any groups you know, send them around. Oh, suddenly gone off. Is your torch all right? Should get.
You've got like £100 plus pair of headphones to give away on Sunday for sharing this post.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of you guys will get it, so share away. And for those people that want to join the group, because people have already missed us up at the Leper Hospice and the medieval abbey that we were at before.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we were just exchanging stories and stuff about some of the first real ghost experiences that we had. And there's going to be a lot more. We've got some shows we're going to be sharing too. So how do people join if they haven't joined to support us?
If you're on Facebook, then you just head to the top of the page, become a supporter button,
right.
or there's a green little like badge icon you can click as well. And if you're on YouTube, you just have to come across to Facebook if you've got it.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any membership or supporter things on there just yet, but you never know.
Work in progress.
Exactly.
Big thanks to Coco as well, who's been on the. I hate them. Oh, they're nasty, aren't they?
Slugs.
Oh, good,
Yeah. There's something about slugs. Do you know, we did a thing a few years ago with the 6th Parachute Regiment. I actually broke. It was on the Team Valley Training Estate, which isn't all that far away from here.
Yeah.
And with the 6th Paras, they said, come on a training mission with us. And they got hold of a railway, one of these.
Sleeper.
No,
that.
piece of metal.
Yeah.
And there was 20 of us carrying it. And we had to run from one end of the Team Valley to the other. And they were all 6 foot and I was 5'8" and a half. The half-inch count. And you know when you run, this happens.
Banging.
And it broke me collarbone.
Oh my God.
And then when I got back, I had a fairly nice car at the time, and they burst all 4 tires.
No.
Yeah, the bad boys. But I didn't mind. I laughed in the jockey. You got no idea how angry I was. But hey, fair dues for the job they do. Absolute respect. Love the Paras. Forgave them instantly. And to their credit, they got their guy at the garage to sort me out 4 new tires. So it's starting to snow again.
It is starting
a little
to
bit
snow,
here. Whoa! What the hell's that?
I thought I saw something on the right side.
Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah.
Beside where that W is.
Yeah.
Right. If there's anything there that wants to talk to us, I'd love you to do that. Is anybody there? Still getting.
Was that behind?
Still getting. Yeah. I almost feel like there's there's someone pushing us.
Someone pushing
Pushing us forward.
That's what I keep saying all the time. You can
Absolutely.
feel it.
No, for sure. Don't get it. So whenever we go out walking, I love the country. Oh, and I have to jog every day to keep the belly down. And not that it's been that successful, but I'm trying. And yet I can honestly say that in all of those runs, and it's a daily run, I've never felt a piece of wood fall down from a tree in front of me. We've had 3, maybe 4 of them out here, and you've seen them literally just drop from a tree.
Yeah. Tonight, there's been so many things, to be fair.
Been amazing. Scary amazing. I thought that thing was
That was, yeah.
amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta stop and look at this.
Look at the strange smell like oil. Do you get that or not?
Well, you're on tracks. I don't know whether that's synonymous with it, but
It wouldn't be though. Why would you smell oil?
yeah.
It wouldn't be up here. It's like a smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like an oily thing. It's quite strong.
Absolutely.
Oil on the track, maybe.
Well, that was you, Ken.
That was me. Don't worry. That's just me.
I think we're close to the
plastic. Yeah, we're nearly there.
Yeah.
So just ahead, let me quickly.
Let me put the torch on you a little bit because mine are just dying out.
Can you do that then?
Got this one on you?
Yeah. So, can you see me okay?
Yeah.
The behind, there used to be a proper station, with the roof on. Not a place that had rooms where you could sit. It was basically just like a big bush shelter, and it was just up ahead. And the Bink story I've been telling you about. Private Binks was getting ready for his first ever campaign. He had to get a train here that would take him to the central station. From the central station, he'd go to London. From London to Dover to the Somme, where he may not come back from. The reports were already coming over saying how many people were losing their lives there. The bloodiest conflict that the world had ever seen up to that point. So Binks decided he would do something selfless. He kissed her, he held her, he loved her. They ran into each other's arms. She was wearing her best outfit. She'd put heels on, and she tried to get to the station without walking on any of the stuff that we've been walking on. She wanted to keep her heels looking stunning for a man. Seams in her stockings, gorgeous. And she raced along this stretch of railway to the station beyond. Into his arms, kissy, kissy, lovey, lovey, beautiful scene. Forget Trevor Howard and Celia Johnson in that old movie at the station with the steam going and him taking his hat off to give her a kiss. None of that. Instead, they just held each other and she couldn't let him go. And then he pulled her to one side and he said, look, I don't want you to wait for me because I can't promise that I'll be back. A lot of young men have made promises to women that they couldn't keep. They lost their lives over there in a foreign land, planted in a foreign field. He said, instead, I want you to be totally free, to be happy, to live your life, to make sure that you find someone that can love you, that will be there for you all the time. And initially, it didn't go into Margaret's head. She saw that as a rebuff. It isn't a rebuff, it's a freeing. God, I've just thought, could that have been Margaret? Crying because it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just, oh no. God, no. So what Margaret did, she turned and ran away from him and came down here to cut up, and not very far away. I don't know whether we can still see it if we turn around. Can we see there's like, oh, there they are. You see the stairs, the little area that goes up there, and you can get out onto the top. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make it out, Tony?
Yeah, you can see it. You go a little bit further, closer if you want.
No, we're heading the other way, but that is the place. Back to me, Ken, if you don't mind. She started running along here, and then about halfway, probably higher up here, it suddenly hit her that he really does love me, to be able to love me so much that he can set you free. She turned around and she just stared at him. She couldn't move. She was transfixed. She was hypnotized by this guy in the khaki uniform, pressed, looking amazing, with his bag ready to go and face whatever for the people that he loved. She was soaking it in like she might never see him again. So let's just look at this handsome man that I love so much. And at that second, the train came up here. It was already slowing down for the station, but it hit her and she flew in the air almost 40 feet. She hit one of the trees on the way. Which tree could it be? Could have been any of these. Probably those, I'm guessing. And she landed really close. You see the mound ahead? That mound there behind where the sign is, that's where the station was. They've got like a red carriage there now where the train would go in, but the mound at the side is, and directly in front of it, that's the station. And at the station, there was Private Binks. There was also a nurse at the station who ran and raced towards them and tried to revive her. She was badly cut. She was in a mess. Oh, and maybe this is it's almost like an assault course. But she was in a bad way, and if she hit a tree, it could have been any of these over here. And she's lying there on the ground. The train had stopped beside her, so if you can imagine those carriages there spreading back here, and she's lying on the side down here. And it would have to be, because she said she got halfway to that thing that we pointed at before. So it was down here. And they came running down from the station and they tried to minister to her as best they could. And it took something like 20 minutes for an ambulance to come. They stopped other trains coming up the track because there'd been a fatality, like they do if we sometimes get like metro trains and stuff like that. So they blocked it. So instead of getting there in time to catch his convoy to the Somme, he was a day late, and it would have caused him some problems. But he didn't care. He'd lost the woman that he loved. Here, right here. And ever since then, he went off to the Somme. Listen to the trees starting to roar. They know the story. The trees see all of this. They take it in. They absorb it. Natural energy of nature is a wonderful thing. Which side are we going? Left or right, you think?
Up there, or the bridge is this way?
Which way?
This way?
Left.
Yeah.
Left, right, right, left.
No, you have to go up here first.
Oh, that's just what I said, man, Charlie.
Or you can go that way.
Right,
I was
okay.
pointing the...
Right, no problem. Sorry, let me get back up to your side. So, bottom line is, here's this mound was where the old station was. And look at, how about that? Amazing old thing. Happy days. So up we come. 3 days after Binksy got to the Somme, he was cut in half with machine gun fire. And people at the time waxed lyrical about it, saying that maybe he did it on purpose and he ended his own life just so that he could be with with his woman again. But judging by what we've said,
Oh, God, behind you. God.
did you hear that?
I heard something then behind here.
There's nothing down there. We got a bang to the left. Did you hear that?
I heard the bang at the front and then something at the back.
Crazy. Let's keep going. So, I would love to think that their spirits kind of united. It would be lovely, but that noise that we heard back there makes you think that if it just
Maybe
doesn't
try your app.
see. Oh, that's a thought. Let's go. There's a seat here. Oh, they're designing them for me now. Gentlemen of a certain age leave their backsides on a chair. Let's sit down here and try the app. It's a bit wet. I'll risk it. Ah, you see? Oh, no, it's very wet. It's very wet. I hope you realise I'm risking hemorrhoids. Ken, I'm going to need your lights. So, let's go to me. There it is. Come on. It makes that noise to start with. That's not. Margaret?
What?
Are you with Binksy? Are you with Binksy? Yeah, Private Binks. Are you with Binksy? Binks, yes. Are you together? Yes. That's good to know. Did it hurt you, Margaret, when it threw you so far? The wind just seems to tick up
As soon as you do, yeah.
to do this. I don't
And the
understand.
snow again, look.
Margaret, I'd love to talk to you, Margaret.
It's snowing. Really heavy. That's
It's come on really bad. Margaret. Binksy. Where are you, Binksy? Here. I know. Did you die on purpose? Did you die on purpose? No, that's not going to work. Whoa.
Oh.
Was that you crying before, Margaret? Was that you crying before? Were you crying, Margaret? Did I just meet you? You've been the one that's been hissing us. Margaret. Oh, bit of bad language. There's something in there telling me to. Margaret. Just want to talk to you, Margaret. Tell the others to go away. Margaret. Yeah, Margaret, you. Are you together? Are you happy now? Are you happy, Margaret? Are you happy, Margaret? I sent you love. I sent you light. Oh, that's annoying. I would love just the thought that maybe she was safe, or maybe she moved on, or because we did feel completely the atmosphere just flattened completely when we did that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, that's frustrating. We've done. We're heading back to the cars, I suppose, now. So what we plan to do for the supporters group was to do that spell, the incantation. But Tony, if it's all right with you, we'll do it Sunday evening before we go live on the radio program. So for those of you that know someone that you love very much that needs a bit of healing, light and love and energy, the whole idea is the more of us that take part, the more successful it'll be. It's an ancient thing from Eleanor of Aquitaine. She had a mystic who was amazing for their time, another woman, and they came up with a whole lot of spells and incantations. We're going to do one of hers. You'll need a bit of stuff, not a lot of stuff, but we were hoping if the rain pulls off and the wind dies down, we will do it in 10-15 minutes, hopefully. If it hasn't happened by 20 minutes, just know it'll happen on Sunday night. Tell you what you'll need in advance. You need a saucer or something that you can hold about an inch of water in. You're going to need a circular stone. You're going to need a leaf. You're going to need some water. You're going to need a candle, box of matches, and you're pretty much there. But you'll also need a photograph or an image of the person that you love. And it's really important. An image, a photograph. Maybe nowadays obviously you can have your phone with a picture of that person on, but you need something of that sort that you can focus on and concentrate on and pour your energy into. So we're going to do that. Might happen tonight if the rain pulls off. Probably Sunday, I think it's fair to say, because the wind's building up and candles and stuff outside. It's not really going to happen. We'll be in somewhere. We'll make it work. Sunday. Hope you'll join us for that. Support us. Thank you. If you're not a supporter, obviously you've already missed a few things. Press that green button. Make sure that you press subscribe and join the clan, and we'll hopefully make a difference. And we come back. We've already got a few places we can go into as soon as we get past this time of weird, and we'll be back in doing stuff. We can't wait for that. We hope you've got something from tonight. Big thanks again to Coco. Thanks to you, Kenny. I hope you've enjoyed it, man.
Loved it, but scary again.
Absolutely. And Tony, thanks very much to you as well.
Thank you.
Hope you've enjoyed the new kit, some of it. We've had gadgets spinning. We've had sound. What we're going to do in the weeks to come as well, we're going to go old school with some of the rods and the pendulums and, you know, a lot of the old school stuff, because that certainly has its place. We're getting new electronic stuff all the time too. We hope that you join us again. Share this, please. And if you share it, you're in for those amazing headphones. It's an incredible prize. I think you'll love them. So make sure that you share with any groups that you know. Get us out there any which way you can. If you know people overseas, tell them to share it with them and ask them to share it on. We've just got to do what we can to make our new world strong, powerful, and able to do cool things. That's what we want. From us all here, love to you, absolute respect. To the supporters, thank you particularly. To everyone who's watched it, for just giving me your time at a time when you're going to be doing 1,000 other things. From me, Alan Robson and the crew, good night, God bless you, and I wish you well.